Thank
oh nyamiadom madom ni ahode BBI fine there's nothing to complain about. The only thing is still Diogo Jota. Now and can me movie on there and I say can me try to me movie on but I'm at the point where I need to talk about this. Who say Diogo teammates no near there no omo ediomu tribute ego mu social media near there. Na me hu nyinu a akame and of course ena eye no ankasa ekoso woni krom Portugal. Liverpool players no nyina, Liverpool manager, former Liverpool players, Portugal selection, always the national team, you know. Omu nyina got to go and pay tribute to him. Now, Gabi, Diogo Jota, Otia Sinena down for Pani Ruben Neves. Now, Bessa me same way. Umu ya debia. Say Obi Oben will pan free moi. I doubt you understand what that is.
Yeah, of course.
Honestly speaking. Say Obi Oben Gabi. Yawo me bury ase. Nipa na me jiri se ne ho odin emema na hu ne ho odin asin onyare da.
Yeah.
Muzo wayare da. Okoni fi a obekona oshaha no yesi no yesojani no yesi no uraha no fasi onyare da. Bobby free move trust me. Me kai e obe papa mu kru machi manyinem. Ahomachi a o ma deda body no. Because as a young boy, Papa we no didn't koba bibian. I didn't know what to do. That was the first time somebody very close to me.
Oh, first shock, no.
Yeah. And
okay.
Me Gina body no around. Who say almost prepare body for my matching.
Yeah.
Right? You call morgue somewhere around 10-11 p.m.
So obo de beto as a morgue the that means somewhere between 3 and 4.
By 12 no jare prepare. Gabi di pan sefi.
It's true.
Di pan sefi. Especially for a part of the world the way I hear dead bodies now. Di pan sefi. Me say. Me brown pedifo, me cousins. We were asked to identify the body. Na me no na me be no pa de bia me ni din komo. So fi kona ko so bit. This is 5-6 years ago. And I'm a coy. Na fu na muze ono a. No me buy. Gab, no pe min kai obia myself a cheme. Min kai obia yaw. Na the way I mog for no fa body no.
A train by no.
Omo chipi o medru. Ambulance na. Omo jatu bam. Because I mean to them there is nothing in it.
Yeah.
One can't you.
One here, we didn't have because
because for me and the first time I need problem me, one car J, one car ouch, one send me panel, and I can or tears it when it's hey, must I want to be crying, sir.
Yeah.
And I remember you see, Entina, say, my name is Brad for me, you know, Entina, ambulance. Na we so better than Fiifi. We so better than Fiifi na me bugate and say near take okure carry one away.
Basa na otoa ben. Wow, who at the same time was sense to do.
Me take ambulance na me show tribute because I could hear people cry, could hear people wail, and I'm matching between 4 to 5. Uni say me no monsa.
Yeah.
Me bra for the take. It's omo mu koko twa bi. E de better na ho no ma. Omo say feel you no monsa no that so tia sa. About 4. We could jina body no prepare you. I'm say Kwabra. Friend Kwabra kwachi. Kwabra pija won sa. Like all the other can be cheer me.
On my sign.
Coffee. Up till today, I'm still in disbelief. And yes, man, person maker. You won't believe. You don't move on. To me.
No.
You don't heal. Once sometimes I mean I'm on my baby to see ebi asem papa ebi asem boy say ebi akase we kan come in na be chew cuz I remember we me no etimi share ball ni ade cuz ball na kan asem na me di ball hon komo he's not there. It's not there and you just don't hear. And some of these emotional things I'm just wondering and the idea for the first day yes it hits but me kai Ruben never statement way can be too much. And Ruben Neves is clearly in denial. On Jindi said Diogo Jota.
Yeah. The same thing Pep Guardiola also
on Jindi. Look at this. Ruben say, a friend of bag. Wherever you are, I know you will read this. We were never this lame. I may now regret it a little. But you know what you mean to me as much as I know what I am to you. More than friendship. We are family. And we won't stop it just because now you decided to sign a contract a little further away from us.
Wow.
We also sign a contract before.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I say. And I'll say, when I go to the selection, which is the national team, you will sit next to me at the dinner table, on the bus, and on the plane. You will always be there with me as always. Let's keep laughing, making plans, sharing our life with each other. I am going to make sure you are always present, and I will make sure that your loved ones never lack anything whilst you are there. Very good friend.
Wow.
Far away, but thinking of us, waiting for us. Life has brought us together now, and it can't tear us apart. Also, we have achieved some great things together. We still have a lot to go. I know we can. From today on, you will enter the field with me. We will follow our paths together on the stage where we met. Diogo, you are my favorite lemonade. Amo te. And I say te amo. That's exactly what Abrante's friend Ruby Denvers. After say or ball the semi-final match, quickly Abrante's friend Diogo Jota, Abrante's friend Ruby Neves, after flighter, Oka, Omwa, Omokokoboa, Abrante's your friend Diogo Jota for Nimuno, and the call Honor. No, it was very, very sad. Very, very, very sad. Pana Uti Andy Robertson. Andy Robertson say, and also the same story. Talking about the family, very, very interesting thing from my branch here, your friend Ruby Neves. And then TH, Gabi, almost here, Diogo ne, and would have to move on near Dinkomo. Yeah.
Well, Kofi, me nya so na ye man kramfo ni nyina kwa ba Sempa 947 esuni. I ensure your number one can radio station ti. Afi na de wafidi ndi ato a wo nkran a wutie e Asempa 947. Wo Ghana afa bia fana ba bia so ne achichi a ya kan bom we anuanom ana ye som wo Asempa 947 Ishira 104.5 FM. Ti Kofi afi ye wura proper na ye minim sisi a o de be say FIFA Club World Cup na say na say you say
ade ba kwa eye nije kakra ewo Diogo any ade Liverpool for na ya many is the fact say almost in 2 years now on the contract so
yeah
almost be an education fund for the man normally are showing mano and now down for Ruben never so be share nkra na man at least this is the kind of friendship by you who say your was assist you be forge say na be adachi bi ni obo ye no to nsa friend a ye benya nipa o megina mu e de amaye e ho no kabi me person ka me din komo kakra on ye nia Thomas Day party asemato no but o de in the Club World Cup ni hon komo how much in fact from enra be 9 a.m. I'm sorry no me nine semada e be just an hour bi and am near buaguso because it's day anymore and I'm saying no. So me kase me da me ntimi sorry in Chelsea match.
The same thing.
Ha me de me nya da de aboa. Oye de wuntimi nyane me.
And there.
O bitimi bomb me say me nya no me say o boy nyane me because me ntimi sorry. And I stayed up for the game. For me nesi for no e show mu game ni wie pe. I knew that the dynamics of the Chelsea game ne best san.
Okay.
Because one Brazilian team are qualified. And me can say a couple of days ago, me Coco Troy said Chelsea path to the final. No? It is not as easy as people are making it seem. Of course, and yet they ain't change the other leg. No? But and yet easy, sir. All the land enough for me see this free, no. All the land the Man City free.
Yeah.
And for me, you know, a team I call Brazil, I not also sit. For me, is the sixth best team in Brazil. Flamengo are the best team currently on the league in Brazil. Palmeiras come half of them. Botafogo won the South American Championship. And it's this even their sixth team doing what they are doing, same as Palmeiras. It's going into this game. I knew that the game's intensity can decide the game. America for any Brazil for they are all in America, south and northern part of America. And baby, it's easy for them to come to America than the European to come to America. It's only native Chelsea fans out of Philadelphia. You can't get those fans to come and support you. All fans are easy to come there. They can come and support and go back.
I feel now, Matty, the reason went here. Chelsea Boba na from the starting na Chelsea game na supporters work for.
Oh yeah. Chelsea need natural support base in Europe. More natural support base. Chelsea biggest support base is in Africa and in Asia.
Oh okay.
Europe, baby, Africa, European, America, European team, huge supporting base is Real Madrid.
Oh okay.
Even Barcelona don't get close to the support base Madrid has in America.
Oh okay.
And a whole current in a particular area, the Latino communities, Spanish-speaking communities, Hispanic communities, Madrid, Barca, fans. Other European countries will struggle. For the Brazilian teams, almost a lot of fans over there. A lot of them. Kabi, me who's a starting lineup na bano? What does Maresca want to do in this game? Because me who say Club World Cup, my sister in Sano there 3-4 times. I thought it'd be a 3-2-5. I thought it'd be about a 3-box-3. I thought it'd be enough for sister no about 4-4-2 up top to make sure so you see the second striker. And push a starting lineup now because of the issue of a branch here friend of Benoit Bedashile into a out. Of the ball Gusto, Chaloba, Cowell, Kukurea, Rhys James, Asterix Edaho, Enzo Nkunku, Palma, Neto, and Liam Delap. Now a branch here friend Moisca said is suspended. Yet they said Romeo Lavia, Felipe Bibica crown and Massimo, so Enzo Maresca said on take Rex. Just before the game, Maresca said we warm up now. Reese said of late tightness kaka. Omo mutanya muscle injuries. The told be the muscles need to be tight. But I say adding so be the flexibility no form. So in that case, Maresca said okay then on risk no. James in conquest nase. Then he goes on with the game. Then Chelsea going into the game with bringing in a branch friend Andre Santos. A player yen ready to say okay, Andre may be good, but maybe are all rushing in such a game. Maybe you are rushing him and you need to protect him kakra. But the most important thing I think Enzo Maresca here was how much was to start with a branch friend Trevor Chaloba next to Levi Cole. And I will explain. Who's the Palmeiras for almost press it? Almost set it off. Into a mid block. Then you have to play the ball. In a case like that, you hear one of the center backs to be a ball carrier. Say I did in the press here. Then you need two ball playing center backs to play through them. And against Benfica, time when Benfica found the pressure aggressive and wanted to dominate the ball. We had Benoit Bedashile who is naturally good on the ball. I know a lot of people have issues with the defensive job. But Bone can now know the ball.
A very good player.
Of course, with a bench friend Levi Cole. But in a game like this, a bench friend Trevor Chaloba to control the game from there. And like I mentioned, once Rhys James and Enzo Maresca were born in Fiifi, say, then it means that you say bench here. Your friend Andre Santos for Andre to be the lone six and no Andre role no boy. People don't know how difficult that role is. He played as a lone six.
Yeah.
Who's ideally a Caicedo never Caicedo plays with a double pivot.
Obe say be a Romeo Lavia
one. And I say today because Caicedo inverted fullback in this case, on paper it was Andre Santos, Enzo Fernandez, but Enzo Fernandez pushing up.
Yeah.
It's Chelsea game ni ya.
Na call no kwan wo
Fiifi. Na branch friend Andre Santos every time.
Yeah.
Trevor Chaloba as a right centre back, Levi Cole as a central centre back, Marco Kukurea as a left centre back. Christopher Nkunku. So depending on baby a game, Nkunku can keep the weight or come inside, keep the weight or come inside, and Andre Santos as the lone six. It's Chelsea Babenya a 3-1-6 structure to break down team and friend Palmeiras one. It will say Pedro Neto Ejina Hasi. Pedro Neto Juma Power, the man in the first half, was to deal with Palmeiras for fullback and friend Jai. He had a very, very aggressive fullback who's called Jai. The plan was for Pedro Neto to pull him away. So they may Gusto Bere and the lapping round Stava Befem. Then Kopama will roam, Enzo Fernandez will roam, then Liam Delap and a branch of friend Christopher Nkunku. I think in the first half, a very, very comfortable game from Chelsea. How to manage the game, say no more control ball, no, maybe a Chelsea receiving ball in free here. I mean, everything from Chelsea was a very, very good style of play. And I think that with time, Enzo Maresca build the team are comfortable and they know exactly what to do on and off the ball.
Yeah.
At this point in time, now the 1 year, 3 days, Enzo Maresca J Chelsea and Jumano. So we an assessment of him. You can't mark him below 70%.
No, of course.
You cannot.
Of course.
Qualify for Champions League in his first attempt. But Conference League, it may be nothing. But in the semi-final of the Club World Cup, at the beginning of this tournament, nobody gave Chelsea a dog chance.
Because we all say we a coach now for team, I see you fingerprint on the team. It's a team now, born a coach in my team in boss.
You can see.
And as a players in the ball, but from Chelsea, there, win there. A coach in a Juma and the win the way city because the first game or Andy Santos boy and after the game or because Andrew see the way Chelsea ball made day a ball.
And I think say Andre Santos was brutal. Meaning say mama the video of Kopama go now I want them to show for us.
Oh, okay.
Who share Kopama go now? Yes, Obama credits to Kopama, but the job was done by a brand friend of Trevor Chalobah. So the ball carrying ability na make one sem. Palmeiras for na kwa city off. Omu defend the box no. And a branch friend Trev after ball no. And what carry ball na ban anima or carry ball no. Kopama was in a half 10 position. As what 10 but on 10 here. It was Jim on the pet. He could just roll it, turn around onto the favorite left foot no, and then found the goal. For me, the goal was done by branch friend Trevor Chalobah as a centre back or a ball carrier. And these are some of the small things that for me, say Michel Enzo Maresca, I feel like it because I didn't know one ball to sim. I didn't know ball Chalobah. I asked myself these questions because Chalobah is a ball carrier. And against a mid-block, deep block, who here ball carrier, you don't need a passer. Who ball with a passer? You are wasting it because Nipani Guechirono, oh pass again. Centre back never pass you anyone. No. You need a centre back to carry the ball forward. Then one attackers to pin them. Then you find the spaces. And that is why I think say it was a good game part. So this is the video from your production of him. It's one who say about your friend Trevor Chalobah. The Trevor on the right hand side, top bottom of this side, one pick a ball. And immediately Trevor picks the ball. Or you're ahead of Andre Santos, Enzo Fernandez. Who are the two midfielders? Marco Creani, Levi Cole is not in our shot.
Yeah.
You can see say about your friend Trevor Chalobah is carrying the ball forward or carry kakra now for open options. And this is the job of what our branch friend Trevor Chalobah died. Say one take time, you will know the importance of Trevor in this game. Very, very important in the creation of the Kopama goal. He carries the ball further. Now she Kopama body positioning. What 10 half?
Yeah.
And on friend the half 10, you know. Or carry ball corner nim crack. Still Sana Kopama echo. Or take a half game. Half game. Half. Sana or the corner nim half. And after there. Or catch himself a ball man. So once you give the ball to him, because we're half 10, no a rolling ball not to the left foot. So what is his favorite foot? He rolls it quickly. Yeah. Once Obey rolling the penalty. Again, look at this.
Liam Delap.
A branch of friend Liam Delap. One of the reasons in Tia Debia Mekase, Chelsea needed a box present striker. Box present striker, man says, a team need defending low and also defending mid blocker. When you striker, obey one centre back and two centre backs every. So you may create space for other people. When you say Nicolas Jackson, then maybe ideally, maybe Kobe is not. Maybe Kobe drop here by Fifi. So now the place will be crowded and Kopama will know what to do. But once there's a box striker, Ko J ball on the pedal, Liam darts into the right hand side. Liam Ko. Into space now, I'm a Kopama. Cole takes one touch, two touches, three touches, the next one on the left foot, and Chelsea gets the goal. Because
I know, me game no na commentator ne ka say Chelsea ball now bondo say Liam Delap and said that any active say o ball na sa na abedwene but e create more spaces in the match Chelsea second ball so ne say Kopama money and Zumbetima de Abubobo ni because tem bia abo bia bia na two players gina no so and they were ni state and na ho odin city no eh den say obetimi eh na free musa
ade amam pe Liam Delap when say look at no kokodi
yes of so pushing no koye the same thing that Jackson eh we ni mo ntino
very very needless part for Liam Delap so be yes no but apart from that it was good. But I think after the Kopama goal, what happened in the game was this goal from our brand here friend Estevan Willian. And I think that also is over there with the team.
Social media team no mo he na mo ma dia ye de ye we no mo ma sa go no.
Estava on your hype. Boy no ni mo.
Yeah.
But Obinyan to was here. See, Chelsea fans are a very funny set of people. Chelsea fans ain't into us here. So Chelsea and Shane here, they will do the same mistake Madrid did with Vinicius Jr. to take him almost 3 seasons to get to where they wanted him to get to. Chelsea be young to and you see me. So we didn't come and say, Yenton noni Madueka. I keep on telling you, say, Menjing this say Chelsea ton noni Madueka is here because season here come Madueka go 2 seasons now.
Yeah.
At least Nenaje form. Say Enya Crown, he is a player. Obetinya yes some nyoma bi or park so. Just so Onube taking all of the full responsibility. Now boy na bemun kakra. By the first season, next about na ba beje form.
Yeah.
Madueke in the comparison of Mohamed Kudus. They are 2 separate players. You can have Madueke and Estavao and add Mohamed Kudus to the team. And that's what Chelsea have to do. I don't know, so minim so blame me Abrantia, your friend Robert Sanchez for sa go next about sharing there. But that was a brilliant goal.
Nyamianum go no.
Yeah.
MXM.
Oh, okay.
Second half no ma Jeff my was screen no so na ye hwe go ni biamti ebia with your radio so abrana go na Fiifi-Manfred kan wasem no ye hwe e wo screen so no so insha 104.5 FM asempa 947 so eni
over there obi an o hwe give ni bia understand that Estavao no boy no nye hype
because oni makukua ya enya yi bi wo junction no so na say yakwa ba adwunu
obo go na kukukre azo kuche kukre azo ja twen ye bo match ni wia bo ne de yintinti
ya na o ba be ye omo be ka say semi de di agro
bo match ni ya
ja me chama etranko bo ko fam na say omo be ka say me ne wa kan boom.
It was very good game. I loved Andre Santos and again Abrante friend Joao.
Easy ending na yaka say nkola be kwaso aye nkola. Azoma kuya ya or the experience.
Oh yeah.
And can say ono nkola adwene na na woni tirim. I am fa ho. Say na me o player dada. Ndi we abana me tiawa. Sanka asem bia dem bet. Dabi. Yeah born here butimi wiansa.
I loved Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro, I think that's the perfect profile Chelsea need.
Starting you good.
A half 10. And then when I get since our partner so. City or left winger and you have Joao Pedro as a half number 10 or a second striker. And even in times he finds Liam Dila Pedro red card, he can also step up as a striker in the team. And now I think that he gave a very good account for himself after the game. Okujina dressing room or the Asana to former or Jine Nuko Pama see after game. And we see Estevan or see Ochale. Yena who's going born anymore. Yeah, chance you be shout. Or say or can't say me chair Estevan will learn on who says Estevan on Tiasie. And on Fred Dario translate Portuguese.
Ampa on
Tiasie. And translated from English to Portuguese. Emma Betty and Estevan will learn.
Obi Oka good morning dear busy there no Tiasie. On Tiasie. On
Tiasie. And that second goal came from Branty friend Malo Gusto, and Chelsea were able to get an all-important win to go
you away from mommy. I'm not say you be some coach.
Yeah, you be saying
Enzo
Maresca about Branty friend Mohamed Kudus. Asema Enzo Maresca Kayano gave me a reshimu say
Chelsea betono.
Chelsea need a komo.
Yes.
Because I'm saying about Mohamed Kudus, and he referred to Mohamed Kudus with his first name.
Yeah.
I see Mohamed. I know Mohamed.
Yeah.
He is a player for West Ham, but I know Mohamed
from Ajax.
And I think that in Commodity in Koso, it's still going to take some time. I'm saying again about Noni Madueka yet is asked for betting about Befa. And Ocheche mu say, ono the open players on person much now. I can't check club, I can't check directors no. And then Noni Nkwasem no can. But any player that wants to stay, he wants to keep the player. Okay. But the player in your just bet you would want the player to go and we'll see how those ones develop. Let me talk about this.
Okay.
Michelle, we are Barcelona near and I are Chelsea near. In this job that I do, one of the things that are very important to me is me pessimism. Me nipa or projecting a lot of negativity. Into me when nipa say they are pessimistic about things and you're too negative about things that mean constantly. I want to be positive about how things will pan out because that is how you get success. Nico Williams has said that based on the fact that I knew it was going to be difficult for Barca to do the deal for him.
With him, Mekase, Obakase, Barca ntimi ntono.
You see the word, and feasible.
Yes. And to unim, Adia story neighbor say, or my good names, he never view Barber can say. Because all this way, I don't say, Afina Abam Tim say, Okaza.
Nitia Mekasa, me say, Sikana Passa de Betoni could omit me a pacoto. And only any problem. In fact, Sebastian Niska cry, Basta as an entity can always even take a loan or a facility to go and buy Nico, any problem. The problem, however, is in how you register a player. Because and only about revenue. Loan is not seen as a revenue. So how you register the player based on revenue. The most ideal one is the Abasa in removing some of our players from our wage bill also to add Nico. Near mommy too worried, and I had the confidence to say that this may not be feasible. Was that Barca had gone on to sign one Garcia because already
20 million.
One Garcia
20 or 25.
25.
Yeah, 25.
Plus new wages. It was always going to be difficult. But Barca maintained say Ombetinya to Nico. I did not disagree and I did not disbelieve. Nietzsche got me men disbelieving Barca for and say me who be paying. And every day in my analysis, I always alluded to the fact say Niamati Walimani, Yodi Cruyff, year Chelsea for 2 or 3 seasons ago to get Rafinha, and a branch of friend is Kunde. I knew that they can always do certain levels of financial engineering to get a deal done.
And also make us all camp.
Exactly. It's only to me, but let's see how it goes. Gabi, Nico, I can say for a fact. Say Nico. So which Nico Nkwajina say? Say on to see between Barca and Athletic Club, he will play for Barca.
Yeah.
Matisse Barca fans because Nico a play or and they better contract. The contract has been there since.
Yeah.
I worried that. In fact, Nico can't contracted now before signing and Nadia, or signing in 2023. He could have gone for free then. And on the yes, 62 million release clause and the contract. So then this one goes on, and that contract has been there. And the new thing letting the fans for no extend the contract. No, now the basketball for companies he can't do because 62 million for Nico Williams. Who says so? So what are we then going to do? Nietzsche makers and Nico Williams wanted to stay at Barcelona is that Kabi, any Barca 4 players na push deal. When Nico Williams sent Felix Tainta to go and meet Deco, before then, Barca players, Lamine Yamal, Pedri, Gavi, they were posting pictures, sending cryptic messages, say, "Omo Penico."
And for the hour can man, I is so clear. I remember say one Laporta,
working on sending a particular player very big for them. They spoke about them. In fact, Deco openly spoke about Nico. They knew that. Gabi, in my own analysis of this issue, the problem was about the registration. The problem was about registration. And then Nico take a decision. I suspect that a decision that was taken by Nico Ebusia for any Nico agent.
Okay, because from all this way, there no minimum about the story here say Nico agent no resist it.
Yeah.
Some person on besign. But according to report to be from Darius Paul and Mundo I say Nico Katre ni agent ne say per document na Barcelona for the atre no. Bas on the OGD say Bas a bit my there assign no.
Because
almost no bit me register no.
Who's a Felix Tainta or agent? On you see emotions in Yejuma.
Yeah.
Or represented player. And two for are there illegal? Are they the right thing? On show emotions.
Okay.
When Bas 3 days ago, the deal from against Sport and Mundo Deportivo was that deal not stole it. To the extent that I remember the day before, Gerard Moreno on Twitch came to tell us, "Oh, Barca for best sign Nico 150%." Then the next morning, Gerard Moreno about say, "Oh, no, they cancel 150%." So the reports that I am hearing that people in Bucks, journalists in Bucks, they don't even know about the story of the deal. May not even be accurate.
Okay.
Because the truth is that Felix Tainta catch Decomo, any one Laporta say almost percent chinchine chain. Almost more with the power of the attorney. No more Franco to the release clause of Nico Williams and free Athletic Club de Bilbao. Almost some fancy contracts, no say. Say almost in register that he goes for free.
Or be a person chia sa release clause ni bia metua na Nico mboma no.
Exactly. Barca for one say you bet me at all. But release clause in a yen fan shame and my own go for free. Club by be do sa no edu wo so make 62 million. And Nico mo come say na assemble na oka no. I understand. Who have the responsibility, so you have to take the sole liability.
Okay, Kofi, everyone.
Amount, and so taking the sole liability in making sure at the end of the day, no, many club double. Nico's conversation and all of those things was about the legality of the matter.
Okay.
Because Ubeti catch say, okay, me sign. What about the time I sign no? Now buying for Ato Rafael Leao. Now other club no Ato Rashford. Now other club be Ato Luis Diaz. After club no one never return. He has to go back again to Athletic Bilbao. So it was about that. And I think at the end of the day, the boys' family, the boys' agent stood about legality. And you can't be too emotional about it.
Yeah.
I think say Barca on any day would have to find ways to make me I had a deal for Branch because today, my family coach need to I mean, as they are going on there, Barca they have to find ways. Luis Diaz or Honum, my branch friend Rafael Leao Honum. Marcus Rashford on loan, plan B.
Okay.
I think say no see a very feasible that Barca can do. But Sekreda, a branch here friend Nico Williams Etna, until we see how Barca will do a deal for the rest of the players now on Nafi there. So Anthony Cross, Anthony is a left winger.
Anthony is a Manchester catcher and say money 4 players I can do Medio Munya Quayon.
The Anthony Rashford, Ghana,
Tala Malaysia.
No
Munya.
So much Rashford number 10
Kramer. This week man or more fraud in agent and catcher and say 10 on Famina. Attend Nyandia Obia Bob 10 10 to mean 10 fees until Omaji 10. Mr. Smith don't correct everybody. Okay.
You were coaching me and Sape Emma for and now we're very, very successful. You're coaching in TNA. Bumper I said, I best answer twice. First one, a 20 CEGDA8 NFS school. Second one, a 20 CED8 0B and the second one 20 CED8 0B and the last one a 20 CE8301 20 CE8301. These are the codes and the Midija me sure say na nyume so about the number 2 greens and the good codes so am I.
Okay. Well, Fiifi-Manfred and our 10 and Cano, Yenda Fifi as say or the room.